my friends. Hello, hi there. Jacob is here again. It's Tuesday, my favorite day of the week because I get to meet with all of you, and thank you for actually taking the time to watch this video, which is a pretty awesome video. I mean, this is the one that I've been working on. I've been working on this for like 2 weeks now, and every time that I thought I was going to do the video, more information came out, and more little breadcrumbs are thrown before me so that I could follow that path down to some information that is going to really just make your day, because it has made mine. Shocking announcement, okay? In the Kuiper belt, they have found not just one planet that is bigger than Earth and Mars, but a planetary system which has entered into the Kuiper belt and is creating all sorts of chaos with all of the Kuiper belt objects out there. I've been saying for months, I'm not like I'm like psychic or a prophet or anything else, but I have been saying for months that I had thought that we would hear very shortly that we were going to hear about something entering into that Kuiper belt, which explains why, maybe this is why we see such an increase in fireballs. Yet again, another big one. I did a video a little while ago about how this system could be affecting our climate change, and I'm not alone. Other astrophysicists and astronomers have said the same. But also, we're going to be talking about the Billionaire, the NASA Never a Straight Answer, the billionaire who's partnered with them, and he came out on 60 Minutes. You've probably seen the interview, but this all ties together, where he actually said flat out that there are aliens and they are among us, right under our noses.
There has been and is an existing presence, an E2 presence.
The Planet 10 discovery, the disclosure from this billionaire, and not to mention, Never a Straight Answer, NASA came out with another find. Now they're saying that they have found another 10 planets that are Earth-like and can support life. And scientists have also found in our genetic code possibly information from what they call our possible genetic engineers. It sounds a lot like the Anunnaki, but now it's coming from a mainline source. And yes, also anonymous coming out and saying that NASA is about to basically come out and say that they have found extraterrestrial life and not some little bacteria. There's a lot going on within the last 2 weeks, so people, I hope you're buckled up, because this is going to be an incredible one. I did say that we were going to probably hear that some kind of planetary body. And I always, a lot of people like to say that this Planet 9, Nibiru, or Copolis, whatever you want to call it, Planet X, a lot of people want to say that this planet is going to come crashing into the Earth. And I've never said that. I have said that, it's probably kind of a trans-Neptunian planet, which is what also the Caltech guys have said about this, which means that it's right outside of Neptune. So now, the interesting thing is the belief that Planet 9 is going to be discovered soon. That was pretty extraordinary. But this is even more extraordinary because this planet, they say, is even closer, which, could be part of a whole planetary system. Could be this Nibiru system. I don't know. I'm not an astronomer, but I do find it fascinating that we've been talking about this stuff. I personally have been talking about it for about a year, and all of this information is really coming out in just loads. More and more disclosure is being made about stuff that is connected to a possible planetary system that is connected to ours. Connected connect that with another discovery from NASA of 10 Earth-like planets. We are now realizing that we may not be alone in the universe. Now, I know a lot of people want to say that aliens don't exist, and that's fine. Some people say that they're just demons or they're fallen angels, and that's fine too. Listen, I don't have all the answers. I like to just kind of provoke thought, to make people question. Now, the reason that I've been talking about this is because I have a strong desire to share this information. A lot of interesting coincidence and dreams and a lot of interesting things led me to this topic, and now that it's actually mainstream news, I'm really putting a lot more focus onto it. So I had said that I wouldn't find it surprising if very shortly, they were going to say that it has entered the Kuiper belt. And now they're saying it has. Now you marry that with the disclosure from Mr. Bigelow, the big-time billionaire Robert Bigelow, who's a partner of NASA. So when he was on this 60 Minutes interview, it really was eye-opening for a lot of people, because this is not just some guy on YouTube. This is Robert Bigelow, the man. Listen to what he had to say.
Is it risky for you to say, in public that you believe in UFOs and aliens?
I don't care.
You don't worry that some people will say, did you hear that guy? He sounds like he's crazy.
I don't care.
Why not?
It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality of what I know.
Do you imagine that in our space travels we will encounter other forms of intelligent life?
You don't have to go anywhere.
You can find it here.
Yeah.
Where exactly?
It's just like right under people's noses. Oh my gosh. Wow.
He said right under our noses that it's here, and he said it in a clever way. And what's interesting about this guy is NASA has sent all of the information having to deal with extraterrestrials and UFO sightings to his agency, to his company. So this guy is in the know. And the fact that he came out and just basically said he doesn't care, he's going to get it out there, that says a lot. Because it says all of this stuff that we're talking about, there's more to it. And now there's some credibility to it as well. Now, the reason why NASA isn't shutting him up, and the reason why people aren't putting pressure on him, is because the guy's like a billionaire, and he probably gives them more money than any other, he said it, than any other person in the United States alone. So why would they tell him to zip it? But the man knows a thing or two. He actually said that he has had an encounter with an alien, and if this story is new to you, you probably did hear about it, but if it's new to you, you should check it out. Look into it a little bit more. Now, you take that and you marry that with, just recently, probably within a day or two, I don't know why everybody's quoting Anonymous, but, they're a cool group, man. And I guess they have come out, and I think their video has 1 million views, and they have said that NASA is about to make a huge disclosure about alien life. And for some reason, they believe that it has more to do with real alien life, not just microbes, but intelligent life. Which brings us to Maxim A. Macleod of the Pheasant Cove, it's in another country. And Vladimir Shcherburglak, Shcherburglak. I don't know how to pronounce his name. From the Al-Farabi Kazakh National University. Now, they've spent 13 years working on the Human Genome Project. Now, if you don't know anything about that, very cool. It's about genetic mapping, and we've learned, and over the years it has been great news that, our genetic makeup, our DNA actually has been changed by alien life forms. And I don't mean like extraterrestrial, I'm talking about like insects, bacteria, stuff like that. You can get bit by a mosquito and it can inject something that literally changes your DNA. Turn something on, turn something off. This is why, we all have these markers, these genetic markers, and somewhere in the environment, things are actually turned on and turned off. Now, these guys are saying that they believe, and they have found, that 97% of the non-coding sequences in human DNA is from alien life forms. Writing in the journal Icarus, the pair state that a message could have been planted by aliens so that they could revisit it at a later date, although the reasons have not been established yet. They state, once fixed, the genetic code might stay unchanged over cosmological timescales. In fact, it is the most durable construct known. Therefore, it represents an exceptionally reliable storage of intelligent signature. Once the genome, now listen to this, is appropriately rewritten, the new code with a signature will stay frozen in the cell and its progeny, which might then be delivered through space and time. What's interesting about this is they're kind of hinting at the fact that maybe there's something in all of our genetic makeup that they can flip a switch and change us, change our makeup, change everything about us, which I think is fascinating. But what they're also saying is that within the human genome, there is evidence, a signature, if you will, of extraterrestrial interference, extraterrestrial manipulation, alien genetic engineering, kind of like what we're doing now with the Kuiper system, which is super dangerous. Did a video on this about GMOs. If you haven't seen it, check it out, the Kuiper system. Right now, we're talking about designer babies and everything else. This is not some science fiction movie anymore. It's now science fact. And what these two are saying is that we actually have been designed and manipulated by aliens. Sounds a lot like the Anunnaki, right? Sounds a lot like the engineering that was found in all of these stories, from the Sumerian tablets to even Sitchin's work. So my point with saying all this is, and I want to point this out, because a lot of people are going to say then that when I say things like this, or when I talk about the fact that we could be living in some kind of a matrix, some kind of a program, if you will, a virtual reality, that we're in some kind of hologram, as some astrophysicists and quantum theorists have stated. A lot of people like to say then that I'm somehow disconnecting the idea of intelligent design, when in fact, that actually proves intelligent design. The fact that they're finding some kind of intelligent code written in proves that there is some kind of intelligence behind it. And the fact that aliens may or may not have, messed with our DNA does not disprove the idea of God or creator or whatever you want to call it. And in fact, it actually lends credibility to the fact that we all should have faith in more, and we all have a greater purpose. And life is interesting beyond just going to that 9-to-5 job, right? There is an incredible interstellar drama being played out before all of us. And whether it's the Mandela effect, whether it's Nibiru, whether it's just the stuff that's going on in the government, whether it's GMOs or chemtrails, all of this stuff makes life really interesting, don't you think? And that's why we should be excited and not freaked out by any of this, because we all do have a purpose. And I believe without a shadow of a doubt that all of this is working together for our good. Now, do I believe that aliens are going to come here and turn on a light switch and all of a sudden we're going to get superpowers? No. That sure would be cool. Wouldn't mind flying. Maybe telekinesis. That'd be cool too. But I am saying that if these guys are saying that it's probably legit, if these guys are theorizing that there's some extraplanetary system that is heading our way, maybe it's happening. Maybe we need to start seeking more than what the TV programming, because that's what they're doing, is selling us on a regular basis. Maybe we need to just, turn the TV off. Maybe we need to do a little research of our own. Maybe we don't even need to go to other sources. Like I tell everybody, you don't need to go to me to learn things. You don't need to go to a priest or a rabbi or an imam. You don't need to go to some guru to know things. All you need to do is go within. Say, teach me the truth no matter what the cost. Those who seek will always find. And if you're seeking, you're going to be finding. And if you're finding, you're going to be happier, because life is more than you think. And if you're going through hard times right now, remember, a lot of that suffering, the suffering of the oyster produces the pearl, right? The dung that's thrown on the flowers makes the flowers grow even stronger and more vibrant. And all of the stuff that comes our way, the adversary of life, makes us stronger. So all of these things, the pressing of the wine and the grape makes the wine sweeter. All of these things that come against us, all of these things that are standing on our way are there to bring us to a place of peace and purpose and a place of excitement and rest. It's there to get us from here to where we're supposed to be. Don't be, like the horse. Don't get those blinders on and just focus on your job and, all your troubles. Don't be just looking at that. See the bigger picture. If you're watching this channel, I know you already are. We got a lot of things going on that should be exciting each and every one of you. And I, for one, am happy about it. And I'm not going to live in fear, because fear is not real. God doesn't give us a spirit of it. So don't pay attention to it. If you're scared about things in your life and you're anxious about things in your life and you're worried about things in your life, say, it ain't real. I'm just stressing about nothing. Because the world has programmed us to be afraid, to be chasing our own tail so we never get ahead. But we're gonna get ahead. And if a light switch is turned on by some extraterrestrial being, perhaps it was ordained by God, and perhaps that light switch will set us free. I don't know, but I do think it's interesting. Anyway, I'm glad you took the time to watch the video. I hope that you do subscribe, and please share it around. Don't forget, every Tuesday I am here. Check the bell if you haven't, and tell a friend about the channel, because I really love talking to all of you, and I really love seeing your comments, and it really just means so much to me, because I feel loved, and I hope you do too. I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.